Hi. Anyways, today I'll be showing you a room tour of my room, but yeah, hope you enjoy. I think the best place to start off for this room tour is obviously the place where I make the art. So I'm going to start with everything on this wall first. This is something I got for Christmas, so I have them all labeled with dry erase marker. So I'm going to do a tour of all the drawers. First drawer, nothing special. It's just painting stuff, brushes. Next is the crafts drawer, which just has a bunch of things. Like, I don't even know why I have this. I was gifted this like years ago from a friend for some reason. Hot glue gun, fabric glue, and paint. I have some clay, little charms and stuff. Next drawer is art books. So I have this big art book, and then I have another one, and then a couple random books that I never used. Here's another crafts drawer. This one just has a bunch of these. I don't know what these are called, but I used to make, what are they called? Key charms? Keychains, yeah. So I used to make these. I don't really remember how to make these anymore. I also have loom ones where you make the little bracelets. So I have them all sorted by colors in here. And a bunch of squiggly scissors. Next drawer doesn't have anything labeled, but oh, okay, so I have my keyboard, battery charger. Underneath, I guess I just have my tablet case that it came in. Next drawer is the extra drawer. So I have a bunch of extra expo markers, erasers, a couple pens, felt tip pens, and then these really pretty highlighters that I have never used. Pen nib things, highlighters and pencils, and then my crochet drawer, which just has like these beaded eyes. Random thing that I crocheted, I don't know what that is. A bunch of knitting and crochet hooks, and then this is what this looks like. It's just all my clay and sculpting tools. Next is the scraps drawer, which I just have a bunch of like old papers. I have Pokemon books, and then I have my TXT album, which I hid in here because my mom doesn't like it. Maybe it's because he's showing too much shoulder. This one is the paper drawer, which just holds paper, nothing interesting. And this one is the electronic drawer, which just holds a bunch of electronic things, extra cases, phone cases, earbuds that I've never opened and I got for Christmas. Switch case, PSP charger. This area is going to be hard to film in since it's so narrow. This I'm not going to go through. It just holds clothes, a bunch of leggings. This first drawer just holds some old sketchbooks. These are for a diamond painting, which you can see here. And then just my cleaning spray, because whenever I paint, I need to wipe down, you know, my desk and stuff. Bottom drawer just holds old paintings. I don't want to go through them, but there's a bunch under there. Even more tiny ones behind there. They all look terrible. It's kind of weird, but this is a table like this. Oh, it's like a glass table, and I just have it sitting on these two, really not even touching the ground and just like floating because my room is really small, so I need to save space. On the shelf, I just have literally nothing. A paint palette, a gouache, 2 journals, and a pencil case. Now for the stuff on top of it. On here, I have a painting thing. There's like a bunch of paint stuff, but I don't want to take this off, so I'm not going to show it. And then on top, I just have earrings. I don't know why I have that box there. It's my everyday whatever. Mascara, eyeliner, and lip gloss. And then I have my 2 cameras. This one's garbage, and this one I don't use. If I had a laptop, I'd probably film on this more, but I don't. Over here, I just have some extra pencil cases. This one holds just more makeup that I never wear. And then this also holds more underneath. I have so much mascara, bro. I have knockoff alcohol markers. They're just like some cheap ones that I got when I was like 14. But I have better ones now. I have the Art X pencil crayons, paintbrushes that I have soaking in water right now, random stuff, more paintbrushes, pencils. I have this picture of Jimin that I drew a few years ago, I think. This shouldn't even be here. This should be with the rest of my makeup. But then I have some notebooks and sketchbooks. Now onto my desk. On top first, I have like this makeshift shelf. I just have this shelf on top of this and whatever else is holding it. I don't actually know what's holding it. So it's a jar full of paint that's holding it all together. So these are all oil paints and I think a couple acrylic paint tubes. And then in here, I have fake nails. That's a very empty drawer. A bunch of SD card memory cards. A bunch of extra earrings and staples. It's really dusty. I'm so sorry. I really gotta clean that up. On top, I have nail polish, random stuff, nail clippers, all my rings over here on this little plate thing, brushes, mascara again, lotion, and nail polish remover. Put this back, my watercolor paint that I use all the time, my tablet that I use for digital art, and then all my paintbrushes. I also have a tripod attached to my desk. It has 2 more attachments, but I'm using them to film right now. I'll put a clip of what it looks like when it's actually put together. Okay, so it's a new day now, and I'm filming this on a different day because I forgot to film it on the original day that I had filmed this, but I'm gonna tour these drawers. So the first one's more like an office drawer, a bunch of pens, extra pens that I use for liner. I just ordered these because I really like using these random things. This is my glove that I wear when I do digital art, and you know, just some extra stuff behind here too, sticky notes and stuff, stapler. This one's like the junk drawer where I literally just have junk. This gives me nightmares. I made this ages ago. Another kind of junk drawer. I have a bunch of printed photos. Benji again. Garbage in there. garbage earrings, another stapler, old phones, and here I have all my acrylic paints. Candy, I hate candy, so if I get like candy on Easter or something, I just throw it in there because it's disgusting. In this drawer, I just have just more garbage. This is something I got for Christmas in 8th grade or something. Scrap pieces of paper behind here, glossy photo paper, nothing that interesting. Yeah, that's it for the drawers on my desk. So let past me take it from here. We're gonna be going on to the rest of the room on the other side of the room, so I'm gonna just show off this wall. I have a bunch of records along this whole slant, so this wall is slanted. Some little origami butterflies that I made to put on it, a keychain that I got from a friend, replica. My favorite wall, the wall that I always use in the background of shorts that I film. I have random things that I printed and then posters that I got. Solo leveling poster, Spy X Family, Mario Bros. And then I have a 17 calendar that I've never opened. Periodic table for some reason. All my jewelry attached to this painting with earrings that I don't wear. Nothing fancy. Hunter x Hunter picture that I drew, Pokemon poster, painting of my OC. Also a 5th grade class picture up there, and then underneath is my piano. So I have this Demon Slayer painting that I made quite a while ago. I think a couple years, I say a couple years ago, but it might just be like 1 or 2, I have no idea. Projector, and then I have like 6 extra vines that I haven't put up. I don't know where to put them, so they're just kind of chilling on the piano for now. I really gotta take these off because they bother me and I don't need them. To be honest though, I don't really play the piano that much. All I know is literally just the Gravity Falls theme song and like one BTS song. And underneath the piano is just a duffel bag, sweater, and a blanket that I was given to by my workplace. That has the brand name on it, so. Also while we're at this door, it just holds like a bunch of sweaters. I have like layers upon layers under here. And then underneath all of these, I have a bunch of bags. I don't know the brand of any of them. To my bed area, I did not make my bed properly. This is not something I realistically make every morning, so I just kind of plopped everything on there. I love green, so the theme is very much forest, green and brown type of vibe. On the wall above my bed, and I've been Polaroid photo cards that I have hung up. That was given to by a friend. And on this wall, I have a JJK poster, 2 little crochet things that I made, and a bunch of Korean books. Are they mostly parent and math related? Yes, but they were all I had at the thrift, so I got them. I don't care if it's interesting, I just needed something to read in that language. I have a light that holds all of my loom bracelets, pens, sticky notes, and that literally is being held just by this empty tissue box. Other side is where I have a wall of just like BTS posters. BTS is not my favorite K-pop group though, so now we're on the other half. Just this random chair that I use as like a nightstand, even though I literally have a shelf to hold all my stuff. But it holds my backpack, and I have a bunch of wires just intertwined everywhere. Headphones, chapstick, school book, and my Korean binder that I put all my notes down. This crate that I just have as like a makeshift shelf. I keep like makeshifting shelves because like I got no room, okay? I gotta do what I gotta do. I have my current sketchbook, art binder, my other binder, my single Tylenol. There's literally only one in here. And then all my sketchbooks and my journal. This one holds like more SD cards and a bunch of USBs and stuff. Onto the shelf, there's nothing interesting. Bag of polyester fill for whenever I make like crocheted things. I have a lot of the Gilmore Girls seasons collected. Glee, Pretty Little Liars, The Flash, Riverdale. Now to my second favorite corner. I just have a bunch more stuffed animals. I have Bulbasaur and this Pokemon, I don't know its name. Moon thing that I crocheted. And then I have this huge like llama thing. It's being squished right now. Poor thing. I just ruined this whole pile just to show you. I don't know what this is. It has like a handle and it has like a little pocket. I don't know what it is, but just ruined the pile. Here I have BTS poster, BTS album, and 2 Stray Kids albums. My favorite K-pop group. The first shelf just holds my Alexa and like essential oils like over here, and a bunch of books that I don't read. Kind of random, like I just have a $5 bills chilling there. Little thing that came in like a Kinder Egg. Little minion thing. This was gifted to me from a friend. Some flowers and my name tag for work that has my name spelt wrong. Of course it does. A singular American dollar. Illuminati. Second shelf just holds a bunch more books. There's books behind these Funko Pops as well. All my scrunchies. These 2 that I made. I only have 4 Funko Pops. And then I have this Aaron figurine, which came in like a blind box, and this is the one that I got. It was $30. That's so freaking expensive for this like little thing, and then you can get like one of these for like 12. More books. Mario collection was going on. Third shelf, I just have this crystal lamp thing that does glow. A bunch of candles, so there's like 2 over here, 2 over here. I have more somewhere. Rubik's Cube that every once in a while I like to solve because I think it's fun. I have all my childhood books except for this one. This one's not from when I was a child. And then my Dork Diaries collection that I collected when I was a kid. 3 more over there. I have a psychology textbook, and then I have Jordan Matters dance photography book back there. Some more books, BTS book that I was gifted. And then I found this at a thrift store. I thought it was really pretty, so I got it. Iron Golem keychain. I love it a lot. Down here, I have my Bibles, books and DVDs, VHS tapes. These are all like things that I literally never watch. I just have them for some reason. Underneath my shelf, I have a pair of shoes in that box there. And then in this, things from like memory type things. So like this whatever, and this was like the first friendship necklace I ever got in like 5th grade. A bunch of letters from friends, and then old school photos, my old little like journal thing. That's what's in here. Beside that, I have my yoga mat and a pair of shoes that I never wear. That's why they're chilling back here. And then I also have a shelf, diffuser, some Pokemon cards, and a gift thing. I also have like all my Pokemon cards. You can't see them, but like you see that I'm like putting you through the freaking bushes, bro. More Pokemon cards. And then I have all my mangas here and like some graphic novels. You can't really see them. DVDs. I'm like The Giver and stuff. My tripod just broke on me and I almost smashed my phone to the ground. My floor is concrete. There's a stool here, and then underneath this, I have my Switch. Don't ask questions. I'm just going to be putting that back. Underneath, I have a bunch of weights. Oh no, my light is starting to die. TXT things, they're falling apart because the wall's always being banged on. Keychain I was gifted by a friend, and then another record. And then up there I have 2 paintings that I made. I like this one way better than this one. Then I have my work stuff. So I have my wallet, my hat, and my keys. I have this plant that holds my band-aids. Yes. Here is my dresser. I will not be going through these drawers because they hold my clothes in them, except for this one. This one's just like a junk drawer that has literal junk in it, so. And I forgot to show the drawers under my bed. The singular binder. I'm really just wearing my pajamas right now. I have a bunch of school books that I have completed already. I don't remember what's in here, to be honest. A blanket. This bin that I got when I was literally like 5 years old. A bunch of extra like throw pillows. And I don't really know who would care about my roof, but along the entire roof, I have a bunch of vines. Near the middle, it kind of looks a little awkward, so maybe that's where those vines should come in, and I should like fill it up. There's one more spot that I didn't show, and it's not technically part of my room, but it does hold a lot of my other stuff, so I might as well show it. I don't really want to talk because my family is up there, but I just have a bunch of junk that's obviously super neatly organized on top of it. And here I have all my hoodies, extra notebooks, schoolwork, that random thing that I crocheted as well. Yeah, now I'm going back into my room. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the room tour. If you did, please like and subscribe. Do it even if you hated it. Please. Please.